I'm still in awe. I was just ringside with some of the ringside media still. I mean, unreal performance. Clearly the 154-pound division. They had Charlo as a champion, but now he's a superstar, and he's clearly the sheriff in town when it comes to 154. I think the doors are wide open. There are big fights there to be made. So much congratulations to Charlo, but much congratulations as well to J-Rock. He fought a great fight. He came to fight, as we all knew he would. He got caught, and there will be another night. He's a great young fighter, and I have no doubt that he will become world champion, no doubt. It's those fights tonight which are a learning experience, so there will be another night.
I'm not gonna fight my brother no time in my career, so I would never be able to unify a title with my twin brother. Yeah, learning experience thing. Next question.
Mohammed Mubarak with the Electronic Urban Report. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This fight, it had to turn out to be something tougher than you thought it was going to be. Hadn't fought this guy before, so what was going into your thinking when you first stepped into the ring with this guy, and then you cracked him? Tell us what was going through your mind.
I knew he would be a good, strong fighter, and he kept me on my A game. And what more can you say about a fighter that's undefeated and who's winning? And he talked the talk, but you never know if he could walk the walk. Like I said before, we never know. So we're gonna stay ready, and we're gonna make sure that we're on our A game. And he kept me on my A game. So that's the only thing I could think about.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm just curious. One of J-Rock's teammates from the snack group is Demetrius Andrade, and he's in the room. Mm-hmm. Is that a fight you'd entertain in the future?
Most definitely. I'm out here to fight the best in the world, Like I said before, I haven't dodged anyone, and everyone that they put in front of me, I just tend to do my job. I'm not a matchmaker or any of that, but of course, I heard of the name before. He was supposed to fight my twin brother, and that didn't work through. But one day, I guess when the terms get right, and we can work something out.
Next question.
Right here, question.
This the Demetrius Andrade guy you talking about?
I thought you were not going to do that. You said yesterday in the interview.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. Congratulations, brother. It ain't even like that, man. You did what you had to do. I respect everybody that steps into the ring. I'm not coming here being disrespectful. What I have to say is, when do you think we can make that happen?
Soon. Soon as your team and you get your stuff together. I don't know about. I'm not a matchmaker, bro. When it comes to time and it's time to fight, I'm not dodging nobody. I'm not dodging anybody. You undefeated too, right?
You know.
Yeah, all right.
You know everything about me.
All right. I do?
Yes.
I actually don't.
Yeah, you do. You guys are still underneath me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
See, all right. I'm off that.
We can definitely make.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Hey, yo, J-Rock,
yo,
I appreciate you.
Yesterday you gave an interview
for stepping up.
You was going for him too, right?
Excuse me. I appreciate J-Rock stepping up to the plate and fighting another undefeated fighter and 154-pounders. That's the J-Rock. They cool.
Hey, next question.
Clown, bro. You're a clown.
Hey, Julian.
Chill out,
Julian,
man.
I'm not at 154. I weigh 220. I don't box, and I'm a white guy. Yo, over here, man. Hey. What's going on? A lot of us, everyone I was sitting near, had it, I think, 2-2 going into the last round of the fight, as it turned out, real even. What were you seeing when you were successful in the ring?
Okay, guys, calm down, okay? So please, start again.
All right, thank you, Richard.
Okay, hey.
Star.
Okay.
Julian, what were you seeing? I mean, it was 2-2 as far as we all thought, and we thought it was close. So what were the openings that you were taking advantage of? And what were the things that maybe, in retrospect, you overlooked a little bit?
I just think I overshot on my right hand, and he rolled off of into uppercut, and I didn't see it. He caught me with a good shot, and I got up, but I didn't think I had my legs together. I think I maybe jumped up too fast. I should have let some oxygen get in my head. But sometimes, that Philadelphia come out of me. You know what I mean? But
Bray, man, what were you seeing? Because it looked pretty even, obviously, until that.
First off, I wanted to give Jermall, Charlo, and Ronnie Shields their props. It was, there was a lot of negative things that was being said. There's a lot of people that, I told Ronnie after the fight, I said, man, I got a lot of respect for you because there's people that don't serve a purpose on either guy's team that's acting all crazy and stuff. We made a lot of money tonight. These kids is sportsmen, they putting their life on the line, and people doing a bunch of dumb things, and it makes us all look ignorant, and it makes us look stupid, and we're not here for that. You're supposed to conduct yourself with some class, and Jermall and Julian shook hands, so I want to just first give them a lot of props for taking the fight. It was a tough fight. Nobody knows what's going to happen in a fight like this, because if you do, everybody hit the lottery the next day. I also told Julian, I said, man, listen, if we would have won, we'd be at the press conference high-fiving, we'd be happy. So if you lose, we got to go stand up like men. We're not getting on the bus. We're going to go congratulate them like we supposed to do. I saw Julian was sharp. He was doing what he was supposed to do. He got caught with a shot, and I think it took his legs away from him. Jermall is a really, really strong kid, and he hit Julian on the point of the chin in the second round and took his legs from him. And I don't think he ever got his legs back. I thought he was winning rounds, but his legs wasn't up under him. So that's why he was fighting like that, because your natural instincts come out when you're hurt. And I don't think he knew he was hurt, but I knew his legs was a little bit gone. And while Julian was winning rounds, the sand was running out of the hourglass, and he fell in. He overshot a right hand, and Jermall shot an uppercut. I seen Jermall working on that shot on the pads, and I was telling Julian, I said, man, listen, he's going to try to shoot an uppercut. You got to keep your weight on your back foot. He overshot a right hand, and Jermall hit him on the money. And it happens in boxing. You got to live with it and, move on. But Jermall's better than we thought we was. I give him full props. The kid can fight, and Julian going to have to show his willpower. He showed a lot of heart tonight. He's going to have to come back and be mentally strong and get over this, and I think that he can. But Jermall's a great fighter.
It was a great fight.
This question is for Richard. Richard, who conducted the drug testing for this card, and do you guys have any plans in the future to partner with VADA and the testing program that they're doing right now?
Well, we have worked before a couple of times with VADA, and then we have worked with USADA as well. So usually USADA does the drug testing.
Is that who did the drug testing for this card? USADA?
I don't really know who was it USADA? Yes.
Yeah.
It's California, just California.
Just
California.
the state
yes.
commission? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Our questions for Julian. Julian, going into this fight, you knew what was at stake, and you seemed to have your focus. Did you, at some point, feel like you got out of focus on the second knockdown?
No, I think I jumped up too fast. I was extremely focused. We trained really hard. We had a really good camp. I don't really have no excuses. I don't live by the excuse. You know what I mean? I think he caught me with a good shot. I thought it was a close, tight fight. I think before the knockdown I was winning, but he caught me with a shot, and I got to live with it.
And what are your plans from this point?
I want to come back as soon as possible, I think there's still a lot of great fights out there for me. I believe I'm going to still be a world champion. I'm just not going to be a world champion today. You know what I mean? I want to congratulate Ma. He fought a hell of a fight. He fought a good fight, He fought a good fight. He did his homework, and congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
More questions?
Jermall, right. You look big in the ring, man. You look at least one division higher than Julian. Ronnie was saying that after this fight, you guys are looking up to move up to 160. Is that going to happen sooner than later, you think?
Yes, I know that's a question, and everybody been asking. I do feel like I can move up to 160 and compete with those guys at the top level. I fought at 154 pounds, you know, pretty much all my life. And my body's grown, and now I'm like ready to move up to 160 and see what it do.
And obviously at 160, the man at 160 is Triple G. But I mean, after tonight, you showed that your power is no joke. Is that the fight you're going to sooner than later? What are the plans at 160?
I let it work itself out. He's the champ at 160. I have no belts at 160, and that's if the management and everybody take care of their business, then we get that fight.
And we heard you call out Cinnamon after the fight. Obviously, that fight is worth staying at 154 for. But if that doesn't come from fruition, like how hard are you gonna try to pursue that fight?
I mean, it just depends on how long it'll take. Like I said, I do have my eyes on the 160-pound division, but like I said, we get those guys that I can stay at 154 pounds and the odds look good. I'll stay there for maybe fighting both divisions.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
World champion now, Abner Mares. There he is. Whoa. That was discipline, skills, a little bit of everything. Shows you why he belongs right there on top of the division.
Thank you, Richard.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And a great game plan by the coach as well. Robert Garcia, great plan. And he implemented it perfectly, huh? Beautiful, man. All right, you guys, do you want to make some comments, or do you want to just open up for questions maybe? Any questions for Abner?
How do I feel about... Yeah, you know what? I felt really good in the ring. I felt great. I think I followed instructions. We had a game plan for going in the ring, and that game plan was executed perfectly. The game plan was to box, just to do what I do, which is box. And I think I boxed him perfectly. Don't fall into his game plan, and if the guy taunts you and he wants to bring you into his fight, don't. Just be smart. And Robert, he told me, you know what? He's gonna do that. He's gonna tell you, come on, fight. You tell him you're smart, and that's exactly what I did.
Abner,
Thank you.
over here, Abner. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Could you tell us what was going into that strategy of fighting a southpaw and moving to your left throughout the whole fight? I mean, because traditionally, fighting a southpaw, you go to your right.
Yes.
To avoid, what's coming at you. But tell us what was going into your head in that strategy. You know what?
I had no problems never with southpaws, thank God. And if you look at my history, I've beaten all my southpaws, thank God. And most of the fighters, they walk them, through the left, so they won't get caught with their left. But I don't know. I just feel comfortable when I move to my right, and I can counter easier. I guess it's just me. It's different, and it played out good because I knew he was going to come with white punches, so I stepped back and I countered perfectly.
Abner, how many times early in the fight did you feel his power, and also can you kind of walk us through the knockdown and how that was set up?
You know what? I'm not lying. I never felt this power. Thank God. I felt this pressure. Yeah, I felt like he was pressuring, trying to get at me, trying to make it into a brawl, but never his power. And when I knocked him down, I knew it was gonna come because I was throwing those sharp, right hands. But it did surprise me when he went down that quick. And then when I got him on the corner and threw a flurry, I thought they were gonna stop it, but they didn't. But it was a good round for me. Yes.
Abner, antes que nada, felicidades.
Gracias.
Peleaste, creo que una pelea bastante muy buena, perfecta. Gracias. Casi, podríamos decir. Pero, ¿cómo te sentiste tú hacia el final? Como que te andaba correteando y tú básicamente te querías proteger, pero también al mismo tiempo atacar al mismo tiempo, ¿no?
Sí, pues yo sentía que llevaba la pelea ganada. Mi esquina me dijo, sal a boxearlo, no te compliques la vida, haz la pelea tuya y nada, eso es lo que hice. Por eso levantaba mis manos en momentos, tiraba golpes rápidos de momentos para que no me robara el round, obviamente. Pero sin duda, la razón por la que hacía eso, porque yo sentía que te llevaba la pelea ya en las bolsas.
Abner, over here, please. Hey, Abner, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Santa Cruz beat you the first time, but now that you have 12 rounds to fight him, and now that you're with Robert, how do you think the second fight goes?
I've always said it, he beat me, yes, it was a close fight, but I've always said that I lost, I beat myself because I fought the wrong game plan. I fell into his game plan, and I fought a sluggish type of fight, and it turned out to be a great fight, fight of the year. But I think, with Robert in my corner and now listening, I think it'll be played out differently. I think I could beat Leo, and, whoever wins, Frampton, Leo, I think I want the rematch.
What do you think Abner could do differently?
What was that again?
What do you think Abner could do differently in the rematch?
Look, well, we definitely have to study the fight right now. My job was to prepare him to fight Cuellar, a lefty, strong southpaw. So, once if that happens in the near future, then that'll be my job. Study and get to work. I don't right now I can't really answer that question until if that fight happens, then we'll get ready for that.
Abner, you talked about fighting smart and doing the right things to stay out of trouble and still dictate the fight. How much you talk about the instincts that you showed against Santa Cruz, which was to go full speed ahead.
Yes.
How much of an adjustment was that, and how tough was it to get yourself back to that boxing mentality?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. It was tough because I always like to please the crowd. I always like to make it a brawl. I like to entertain. But I think it's time to show the boxing fans that I have other talents. I have other qualities, and boxing is one of them. I've always had it. A lot of people doubted me. A lot of people thought I was washed out, done. People thought that Cuellar was gonna knock me out. He was a powerful guy, and I think I proved everybody wrong. And honestly, I think I proved even to myself that I could do more. But again, perfect game plan, great coach, Robert, my strength conditioning coach, Luis Garcia. I told him, man, we're in the wrestling. You made me 4-time world champion already. I'm always in great shape, and it's because of him.
Let's go. Next question. Any more questions?
Sí, una gran sorpresa cuando dijeron decisión dividida. La verdad que sí se pasaron ahí, porque yo pensé que la pelea de calle la gané. Así que el que le dio la victoria a Cuellar, no sé qué estaba viendo. He asked what did I think about the scoring, that split decision, and I said that I was really surprised that they gave it split decision because I thought I won every single round. Well, not every single round, but most of the rounds, and it was definitely a unanimous decision to myself. But again, what can I say?
Comment, then a question. Robert, I want to say, I'm not sure if you're trainer of the year, but that was definitely game plan of the year, definitely. And
Look, not only was that a big challenge for me, because I know a lot of boxing people think I'm just that one type of trainer that teaches his fighters just to brawl. That's not me, man. I could teach a fighter to box, and I think I proved it. I proved it today. We had a great game plan. Abner also listened for a full year, trained for this fight in particular, and we did a great job. The whole team with Luis, my kids, Pita, Payo, my dad, Eduardo, they were all part of it, and we all deserve that credit.
congratulations. And Abner, in what round did it click and it's like, forgive me for my language, but like, I know you're an athlete, like, oh shit, the game plan is working.
I think every single round I felt like it was working. And because every time you go into your corner tells you, you know what, you're doing a fantastic job. You're winning easy. Do not make it complicated. Keep boxing this guy. So I felt like every single round it was. Obviously, there were rounds where I let them get off first, and I made them closer than they should have. But I felt like every single round. I honestly, if you really look at the fight, I heard him that first round. I honestly felt like I heard him that first round. If you go back and look at the fight, I heard him that first round, and I felt like I had the power also.
Abner, right here.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dan.
I'd like to hear from you and maybe also Robert.
Yes,
I've
sir.
heard both of you mention, as well as from the ring quotes that you gave to Showtime, talk about the game plan, the game plan, the game plan. Can you articulate, when you say the game plan, what do you mean exactly? What was the game plan, if you could spell it out without just saying game plan? What was he telling you, the strategy to do what you did tonight?
Boxing finesse, man. Just box him, be smart. That was the game plan. Don't fall into his, don't make it into a brawl. The Abner that you saw 3-4 fights before, no, no more. Just box him. Just be smart, box him, and fight him in the outside. That was the game plan.
And did it take you a year to absorb that and to learn
Yes.
that is the way you have to do it?
It did, because I always felt like I had to brawl it out to win fights and to please the crowd and to, I don't know, prove myself, I guess. But I've proven many times, numerous times in every single fight. I think I don't have to do that anymore. I think I could box smartly and come up, with no bumps.
And Robert, your explanation?
Look, Dan, I had Cuellar for 2 years, 5 or 6 fights, if I'm not mistaken. I knew exactly how he fights, and I know exactly how he is before and after during the fight. So I think it was easy for me. It was just a matter of Abner following instructions and doing what he was told. In and out. I know Cuellar looks for that power punch, and that left that he throws is slow. It was easy to counter. There was times when he landed also, but it was easy. It was an easy fight for me.
Hey, Abner. Hey, one more.
Okay, go ahead.
How will boxing more like you did tonight extend your career?
A lot more, many, many more years, brother. I mean, a lot of people know I've been in wars, but honestly, yes, I've been in wars, tough fights, but not like, I was done, I left everything in the ring. No, I just given exciting fights, I think. But I think if I box smart like I did today, I could definitely extend my career for many, many more years. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you guys. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for the support. I hope you guys liked the fight. I hope you guys saw a different Abner this time. I want to thank Cuellar for giving me the opportunity. Great fighter, great person. He went into my locker room to tell me that it was a great fight, and I want to extend and say that he's a great champion. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you, Cuellar. Thank you, Freddy.
Yo quiero, lo voy a decir en español porque yo sé que Cuellar habla español. Quiero felicitarlo porque tuvo una gran carrera de campeón. Él puede volver a ser campeón. Yo sé que tiene las ganas, el hambre. Él siempre se ha dedicado mucho. Yo lo dije siempre y nunca lo voy a negar. Él es muy dedicado. Lo enseñó en el pesaje. Su cuerpo se miró en tremenda condición. Así que no se desanime. Él puede ser gran campeón. Tiene uno de los mejores entrenadores. Digo uno de los mejores porque yo creo que demostré que ya no es el mejor. Pero que le eche ganas y él sabe que yo tengo mucho cariño a todos los argentinos, tengo mucho cariño para los argentinos. Hicimos grandes cosas con Chino Maidana y eso nunca se me va a olvidar. Y de corazón quiero, exactamente, también fuimos campeones con Cuellar, defendimos 4 o 5 ocasiones, así que hemos hecho cosas grandes y quiero mandar un abrazo a toda la gente de Argentina. Yo sé que todo el país está miró la pelea. Saludos a todos y saben que los aprecio mucho.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Jesus Cuellar, hell of a fighter, clearly one of the strongest fighters in the division. I have no doubt he will be world champion again. It took the very special fighter with Abner Mares to solve the Cuellar puzzle, but I know he will be back and I know he will be champion again, and that's exactly what I told him inside the ring as well. So big applause for Cuellar.
Bueno, esto es boxeo, se gana y se pierde. Di lo mejor hoy y bueno.
Thank you, everyone. Gracias a todos. This is boxing. I gave my best tonight, but it wasn't enough.
Y bueno, quiero agradecer también a toda la gente que vino, que estuvo acá, a Jermall y a Richard Schaefer, a Sebastián Contursi.
I want to thank everybody for coming, for attending this fight. Of course, to Al Heyman, to Richard Schaefer, and to everybody that gave me the opportunity.
Le felicito a Mares,
I congratulate Mares
a su equipo.
and his team for a great night.
Y nada, creo que también hicimos una gran pelea y me merezco la revancha porque hicimos una gran batalla.
I think it was a great fight, a great battle, and I think I deserve a rematch.
Y nada, felicitarlo y agradecer también a mi equipo por un trabajo que yo hice. Todos dimos lo mejor y seguiremos esforzando para obtener otros campeonatos.
It was a long training camp, so that's why I want to give a special thanks to my team for everything they did for me, and I'm sure that I'll be back. I'll be back soon, and I'll be back as a champion.
Voy a volver a ser campeón del mundo.
I'm gonna be a champion of the world again.
Thank you, gracias.
Thank you very much.
Cuellar, acá tu paisano. Realmente te voy a decir muy poquito. Perdiste una batalla, pero no la guerra. Entonces, hermano, adelante. Si tuviste una buena pelea, demostraste que eras un buen campeón. Y te deseo lo mejor del mundo. Ojalá que vuelvas otra vez a ser campeón. La pelea fue muy buena, el público fue el ganador, porque vimos un gran combate. Felicitaciones y adelante.
Muchísimas gracias.
For Freddie, you had said earlier in the week that he was, even though he made weight, that it's been a struggle and that he probably should fight at 130. Do you think that contributed to anything that happened tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he does struggle to make 126, and then with the layoffs and the postponements, it didn't help us any. And and then we come in 2 pounds light on top of that, and I think we overdid it. And being in our first camp together, we had a very good camp. Everything went well, but I didn't deliver the right style of fight to tonight, and Robert Garcia did. So I'd like to get that fight back one more time, but we'll see.
More questions? Hey, can you guys please be quiet? This is not really polite. I mean, we're doing a press conference over here.
Any more questions, please?
Were you, again, for Freddie, Abner kind of went back to his boxing rather than slugging. Was that something that you had anticipated, and how good of a job do you think he did?
He boxed very well. We thought that he was going to come after us and try to punch with us, and he boxed a very, very good fight and gave us a little bit of trouble with his movement. Yes.